You've probably seen it without realizing. A shiny, aggressive-looking exhaust pipe. That isn't connected to anything. It's just there. Why would car makers fake something so simple? To understand why fake exhausts exist, we need to go back to when they weren't fake at all. In the early days of car design, the exhaust pipe was just that, a functional necessity. It vented hot gases away from the engine, usually at the back of the car, and nobody thought much about how it looked. But by the 1980s and 90s, things began to change. Performance brands like BMW, Mercedes, and Ferrari started showcasing their exhausts, twin tips, chrome finishes, even quad setups, as a statement, a way of saying, this car means business. But here's where things get interesting. As emission standards tightened across Europe, the US, and Asia, automakers had to radically change how exhaust systems worked. Catalytic converters, diesel particulate filters, and underbody routing added complexity and made rear-mounted pipes harder to implement cleanly. Meanwhile, rear bumper designs were evolving too. Sculpted, aerodynamic, and increasingly plastic. Integrating a real, soot-blowing exhaust into that kind of design, difficult and often expensive. And then there's cost. Real exhausts require heat shielding, stainless steel finishes, and precise alignment. Fake tips, on the other hand, they're cheaper, safer to design around, and they don't stain the bumper with soot. So what did automakers do? They got creative. Instead of piping the exhaust all the way to the visible edge, they tucked the real pipe behind the bumper, often pointing downward, and simply added a decorative cover where the exhaust would be. From a distance, it looks like a performance feature, but peek underneath, you'll find nothing. This became especially common in crossovers and SUVs, cars aimed at drivers who want a touch of sportiness, but aren't buying for performance. Automakers realized they could sell the idea of power without actually delivering it. Even luxury brands like Audi, Mercedes, and Lexus joined in. Some went as far as gluing solid plastic exhaust shapes into the rear diffuser, with no pipe behind them at all. Today, fake exhausts are everywhere, from budget hatchbacks to six-figure luxury sedans. And for designers, they offer freedom. No more worrying about burn marks on bumpers, no more expensive heat shielding, and plenty of room to sculpt the perfect rear end. But for enthusiasts and everyday drivers alike, it raises a question. Is this honest design? Some argue it's misleading, a visual promise of performance that the car doesn't back up. Others say it's harmless, just part of the styling language of our time. But here's the twist. Fake exhausts may soon be gone altogether. As electric vehicles take over, the need for visible exhaust disappears. There are no emissions to channel, no mufflers to hide, and no reason to pretend. Designers now face a blank canvas. Some, like Tesla and Rivian, have embraced clean, minimalist rear ends. Others are still figuring out how to keep cars looking aggressive without relying on outdated cues. So next time you walk past a car with aggressive chrome exhausts, take a closer look. Are they real, or just a memory of what cars used to be? And as we move toward cleaner, quieter vehicles, will we finally design them for what they are, not what we wish they still were?